Whenever I tell people I'm getting into Melee, there's one really common response. Melee? Isn't that game they only play with broken controllers? I heard pros play Melee with broken they have to break their controllers to win. I won't deny it, this is true, and it's based off an incident where the at the time best in the world Armada dropped out of a tournament because he couldn't find a controller with a defect. But what is that defect? In the end, it just comes down to precision. It's like if a football game didn't make it easy to bring your own shoes, but only 1 to 3% of the shoes provided were cleats. Now with controllers or cleats, top players could still use their skill to beat out lower level competition, but against someone of their own caliber, the little disadvantages would be noticeable. This wasn't fair, and Melee players knew it wasn't fair. They didn't want to look for broken controllers to win either, which is why only a few months later they implemented a mod called Universal Controller Fix at tournaments, putting every controller on an equal footing, meaning no one, from the bottom of the ladder to the top with Armada, would ever have to deal with these unfair advantages ever again. Unless you're sponsored by Nintendo. My name is Keelan Miles, joined today by Dom, and today we have an amazing set of semifinals leading up into the grand finale, and I'm very excited for it. How you doing today, Dom? Yeah, snapping right to ledge there, but even with our Sen, Cabby wasn't able to find an opening. They were in a disadvantage the entire time. Tam playing so amazingly safe. Every time they go to charge them, Cabby runs in to punish them, and Tam says, not this time. Cabby finally gets an opening, a down tilt into an up air, but that's not much of a condolence when the cloud below you has a limit, and you're at 153%. Almost anything will kill right now. Army Ollie has been great at racking up the percentages, and we're seeing that slowly but surely. Crimson Azura is starting to get up where Army Ollie rests. The question is, will Army Ollie be able to get the kill before the neutral win comes out from Crimson? On the ledge here, this is where Crimson has gotten so many of their kills, but they were just retreat for now as that forward smash whiffs. The Megawatt not going to connect, but the up smash gonna catch them right off of the ledge get up, and a 3-0 over the #1 seeded player. The Maverick Smash Challenge presented by the Texas Trust Credit Union opens up with the biggest upset we could have expected. Army Ollie clearly thought they were safe right there because the dragon's way above them. But the thing about Min Min is you can keep angling their smash attacks all the way through the entire duration of the move. And in the very last second, a couple frames, they angled it down just to catch Army Ollie when they thought they were safe. And they tried to go for some of their setups, but a key difference is Corey wasn't getting any of their low percent kills. Fade was wary of their tricks, not falling for any of those early block stage spikes, homemade stage spikes if you can't afford store-bought. This is what we saw on Yoshi's, but this time Fade does get the initial combo starter, going to avoid that thunder, and now they have higher off stage, and the forward smash gonna be the final move of the game. Once again, getting the 2-frame with the fist. sending Hyro off the side of the screen just when it looked like Hyro might be getting back into this. They are taken down, and that'll be Fade 3-1, winning the Buffalo Super Smash Bros. Challenge presented by Green Pack Mill. We said last time, possibly the final map of the ECAC bracket for Illinois if they're not able to pull off another miracle here. You can't stand toe-to-toe with a poke composition. It needs to be coordinated pushes. Johnson Wales knows that. They don't always execute on it. And because they didn't execute on it, Illinois Wesleyan are happy to capitalize. Coming in, Chig's back from the grave with the orbs. Coming out, 2 consecutive headshots for 2 consecutive kills right there as Illinois Wesleyan stabilized at the end of the point. They got nothing off of that Transcendence feat, and now Underscore is just clicking head after head after head. Overtime expires, and now with just that last toucher going away, Falcon sent back to the nest. That is another full hold on point A from Illinois Wesleyan. Where have they been? Oh, but that was a big positional error right there, as one by one Johnson and Wales fall. And you know why? Because they didn't hold at the door, even though that's where they wanted to fight. So they had to run all the way across the bridge, and by the time they got there, all the resources were burned. Shinobu has something to say about that, saying, "You are not the only cowboy on campus here." Coming in hot right now, looking to go into the final of the ECAC if they get this hold, as Johnson and Wales are starting to find the picks they need to maybe get something going. But even as I say it, look at the ultimates coming out from Illinois. Now the grab coming out. Nico was our clutch player in the first 2 maps. Can they work this magic again? As that's all of the ultimates burned away already. And Johnson and Wales, they might just be able to get this hold beat down. Is the fuller hold possible? Johnson and Wales certainly think so, as they're playing under this high ground. Going for the flank around the top, taking away the high ground. They're looking to get rid of that Zenyatta as quickly as possible, but everyone went on the low ground. They need to get this high noon off, but that's the immortality field, the wall right there, but it's broken. And Codex goes down, and now they're all caught in the poison of Johnson and Wales. Where are they going? Nowhere but spawn. 40 seconds remaining now. What can they do with the advantage they're building? The grab eaten by Codex. There's the use for the Sigma we were talking about before. But despite all that, Shinobu's still able to find the picks, winning the duel, popping off just when they need it. Now they surge forward under the protection of Lerman's sound barrier, and the kills are looking so red to me. Johnson and Wales looked out of it, but they got back in just when they needed to. The fuller hold after Illinois Wesleyan had an amazing defensive performance. Johnson and Wales said no. It is time to take the training wheels off. We're coming in clutch to stamp our ticket to the grand finals.